Good day everyone, I am Brian B. Cordova and one of the members of Group 2. In today's video, we will discuss to you the content of our semantic map. So, let's start discussing the first map by answering the question, what teaching is. For me, teaching is the only profession that creates all other professions. Why I said that? Because teaching is the main foundation of all professions. Without teaching profession, no one can be successful in their respective fields of work and specialization. No one can be a good doctor, nurse, police, attorney, and the likes if there are no teachers who will teach them and make them the person who they are today. It's all thanks to the teaching profession why a lot of people become successful in their lives.
What teaching is? For me, teaching is a challenging job because it is not easy to make a child or person learn something and make him or her practice throughout his or her life. Being a teacher takes patience, dedication, passion, and the ability to do more with less. It is a treacherous journey often filled with just as many valleys as there are mountains. Those committed to the profession do so simply because they want to be different makers. Teaching is a challenging career in that one doesn't just provide academic support to the students, but also provide personal guidance.
What teaching is? Teaching is a mission in the sense that you were be called to do something, to achieve something. You were called to the light up in the way of these little ones, to guide them to the right path and mold them to be a good citizens in your country. You have all this something to accomplish. These are the goals set before you accomplish. You have the mission to fulfill them. As a student, my mission is to study hard, to graduate, to make my parents proud. The teacher, one of their mission is to guide us in the right path. Mas hubugin datayo nga agbalin nga better student, even a better person. Isuda ti kumbaga, isuda itirang ay iti tagumpay.
What teaching is? Teaching is a vocation. We believe teaching to be a vocation because of the dedication required to establish a high-quality learning environment for kids. A teacher spends the majority of his or her time education both inside and outside of the classroom. Even she or he goes home, teaching is always his or her mind because of need to prepare for the activities that will take place in the coming days as opposed to other professions where the activities take place within the four walls of the office or workplace.
What teaching is? Teaching is really about inspiration, not information. Effective teaching focus on how and why, not what. The goal should be to spark the student imagination, to find a hope in their heart and mind so that they feel a need to learn the material.
Teaching is an engagement with the learners. Teaching is engagement who will teach you if there is no learners. The teacher and the learner should be help each other in achieving goals. Teaching empowers students with the ability to acquire and practice the necessary skills to build the students for a successful future.
Imparting and sharing knowledge. Teaching is the concerted sharing of knowledge and experience, which is usually organized within a discipline and more generally, the provision of stimulus to the psychological and intellectual growth of a person by another person or artifact.
What teaching is? Teaching is a work of art because a teacher must care about the students he or she is teaching in order to be successful as a teacher. To teach with a heart is the essence that makes teaching a form of caring. When teaching is viewed as a form of caring, teachers become relational geniuses in their own right. Being a kind teacher helps students feel welcome, cared for, and loved. We are compassionate in teaching is a very humanistic profession, and compassion is the utmost feeling of understanding and showing others you are concerned about them.
And that is how we define what really teaching is. Now, let's go to the second map, and in here, we will answer the question, what teaching is not. Let's start with Miss Leia May Mata.
What teaching is not? Teaching is not just a job, it's privilege. Being a teacher is a privilege, not just a job. It is about offering hope all day long and be available to encourage. Create opportunities that have been impact. Teachers are the fundamental pillars that help form and support the leaders of tomorrow. Hindi lang basta trabaho, kundi umiikot din sila sa future of tomorrow or sa atin na mga estudyante nila. Sila yung magiging halili or gabay sa atin para hubugin at gampanan natin ng ating responsibilidad bilang pinuno ng bayan, or I should say, the hope of future.
What teaching is not? Teaching is not just a job but a passion by itself, but it's a calling. Because we are not just teaching academe, but we are being called to touch lives or teach life for every student under our care. For me, teaching provides an opportunity for continual learning and growth. One of my hopes as an educator is to instill a love of learning in my students, as I share my own passion for learning with them. I feel there is a need for compassionate, strong, and dedicated individuals who are excited about working with children. In our competitive society, it is important for students to not only receive a solid education, but to work with someone who is aware of and sensitive to their individual needs. I am such person and will always strive to be that best educator that I can be. I believe that a combination of job and passion must work together to get the work done successfully in teaching or any other profession.
What teaching is not? Teaching is not a merely profession, rather it is a service to country. Teachers promote a culture of peace and educate the new generations with tolerance and empathy by making a lesson of our past and being able to help create a positive outlook for the future. Teachers hold the keys to a better future for all. They inspire, challenge, and empower innovative and responsible global citizens. They get children into school, keep them there, and help them learn. Every day, they help to build the inclusive knowledge societies we need for tomorrow and the century ahead.
Teaching is not a job, but a way of life. Teaching can be challenging yet exciting for everyone. Teachers are the symbol of learning. They are the one who plays important role in every learner's development. It is the teacher who helps the learner achieve that they want to achieve. To be an effective teacher, one must be vocational to his/her profession. A teacher must know how to work with a lot of effort for the development of the learners. Hence, the most important thing that a good and effective teacher must possess is to work or teach with the heart. Therefore, teaching is not a job, but instead, it's a way of life, where teachers play an important role to every individual, not just imparting knowledge, but also building their characteristic. A good and effective teacher is not just after the salary, but most importantly is to educate learners to be successful in their own.
Teaching is not a natural talent because it is a skill. Teaching isn't something people are born knowing how to do, and it is not a passion as well, because teachers' teaching skill are developed gradually through insight, trial and error, collaboration, and research. They grow, develop, and refine their skills over 100 of times like any other professions.
Teaching is not a service, profession, or a job. It is a pillar of the society. Teachers nourish and prepare students their future as they are real icon of knowledge and wisdom. Teachers are the true pillars of society, helping build qualified future workers and able leaders.
What teaching is not. Teaching is not just imparting knowledge, it's more than the inspiring change. Teaching is inspiring your student to be the best version of themselves, find what they are passionate about, and help them to pursue their dreams. Teaching is celebrating diversity. Teaching is not creating a class full of robots. Inspiring change can mean finding meaningful ways to connect your students with current issues in the school, community, country, or work.
Teaching is not just a profession. Teaching is a responsibility. A responsibility, one of the greatest responsibilities in civilized society. Teachers lay bare the mysteries of the world to us. They train our minds to explore, to question, to investigate, to discover. They ensure that knowledge is not lost or forgotten, but is instead passed on the future generations.
And that's our answer in the question, what teaching is not. Now, let's go to the last map. The question here is, what are the roles of a teacher? Let's start with Miss Charlene Disolok.
Teachers are the school leader. Teachers are leader all day. They lead by example in the way they act, speak, and behave. They lead their students through challenging activities and rigorous learning. Then they take on an additional teaching leadership role inside and outside of the classroom.
The role of a teacher. The teacher is a counselor. The teacher is a counselor and the student either approach the teacher when he has a problem, which cannot solve by self, or the teacher sends the problem, and other help to guide the students solve the problem properly. The teacher addresses not only problems related to school but also related to friends, family, health, and etc.
Role of a teacher is to be a mentor. Role of a teacher is to be a mentor who provides access to his and her students. A mentor teacher and a students both initiate instruction and share ideas, pool their resources, and think together about how to help individuals. As a mentor, they will be the one who guide you or supervise you to improve your skills and help you to learn.
One of the role of a teacher is to encourage students. Teacher encourage us students to grow more for the things that we still need to pursue. Aside, they always guide and motivate us students in accomplishing our most significant achievements. Whenever we fail, they stand with us, encourage us, and boost our confidence until we succeed again. They always show us the best path in our life. They always try to help us students beyond their responsibilities.
Teachers are motivator. Our teacher is our motivator. They are one who motivates us. They are the one who gives knowledge for us to be motivated, encourages us to be the best that we can bring out, the best in ourselves. They are the one who gives us lessons in life that we will bring for lifetime. Because of them, we can be improved learning. They are the guide to the good path.
The role of a teacher. Teachers are role models. Our teacher is our role model because of they are one who inspires and encourages us to strive for greatness, live to our fullest potential, and see the best in ourselves. Our teacher is our role model. They are someone we admire and someone we aspire to be like. We learn through them, through their commitment to excellence, and through their ability to make us realize our own personal growth. We look to them for advice and guidance.
The role of a teacher. In my opinion, they have a lot of role. But in my own, the main role of a teacher is to connect with their students. Not everybody learn the same way, and some people understand quicker than others. A teacher should figure out ways that work best for everyone and give individual help when needed to make sure everyone succeeds. Example, I'm not a fast learner like others. Pag may hindi ako naiintindihan sa topic, nagtatanong ako sa guro. Then the teacher responds immediately naman. Hindi ko po nilalahat. Dapat paguro ka, dapat fair ka. Kasi ito yung profession mo. Dapat walang nagaganap na favoritism. Hindi dahil magaling siya siya na yung tinututukan mo. Mali yun. Sabi nga nila sa loob ng paaralan, ikaw ang magulang. Iparamdam mo sa mga estudyante mo na pantay-pantay ang tingin at pagtuturo mo. Kumonekta ka sa mga estudyante mo. Kilalanin mo sila. Aside of that, maging inspirasyon ka sa kanila. Maging daan ka sa tagumpay nila.
Teacher as a second parent. For more than 20 years, they shape our minds and help us recognize our talents, skills, and goals. To some teachers, teaching profession is nothing but a work that pays the bills. But to others, it is their life. Some people believe that teachers' primary role is to teach learners to behave and to judge what is right and wrong. But on the other hand, teachers also play the role of being a good second parent to the learners. It is they who correct the learners if there is something went wrong, like what they do on their own children. Teachers also love, care, and support their students just like what they're doing on their own children. With that, we can also consider that teachers' role can be a second parent too, because of the fact that they can truly make a difference and make an impact in the life of their students. That's all. I hope you have learned something about the topic in today's video. So to end this presentation, here is a quote coming from Pinterest saying, "The influence of a good teacher can never be erased and never be forgotten." That's all. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.